what I called woo-woo therapy in, this is some exciting news that I know you'll love.
I love this.
I did some woo-woo therapy in California.
Wait, woo-woo?
I call it woo-woo therapy because
okay.
It's like we met outside and we gathered in a circle and she like played chimes for us and then we like did rituals as like group therapy. It was awesome. And now, this coming year, I will be building the ritual spaces.
Can I come to the ritual?
I'll actually have to ask the practitioner.
I have to be like a warlock in order to come. I have the right beard for it, though.
You do have the right beard for it. We'll get you an outfit.
It's one of these wicker people situation. You're gonna like burn me alive when I show up or something like that.
Maybe, if you want to.
So, witchcraft or paganism historically has some deep-seated connections to nature and a lot of things. Do you actually celebrate Halloween differently or different holidays in a different way, or?
Yeah, just because that's how I enjoy doing it. I don't hold a sort of dogmatic religious practice around my spirituality. I really just dive into having sort of a very playful, embodied, earth-based experience, celebrating and acknowledging the world. Like, for example, with the solstice, the winter solstice, that's, I think, on Saturday. What's happening celestially during that time? It's the darkest day of the year. It's also the day that we celebrate the return of the light. So, what in my life can I plant into that dark soil of this dark time and water for the next 6 months as I allow it to grow and grow and grow?
Are you asking me, is the answer your fiance, or?
Yes, it's everything. Okay. But those are the types of questions that I ask myself when like setting up a ritual or participating in one.
I feel like my 10-year-old daughter would love this, so we should just do our own pagan ritual one day.
Oh my God, I would love.
Yeah, she wants to paint her whole room black right now, and then put up a skull, and that's it. That's where she's at right now. So, I said yes, which is kind of scary. Let's see if you have any more questions, because that really put us into a giant rabbit hole. Thank you, Dave. We have a couple back there. Yes, young lady? Yeah?
Hi, Summer. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Which of the 4 elements are you? Which do you relate to the most?
The question was, which are the 4 elements that you relate to the most?
Yeah, talking of nature.
Well, I am, if we're going by astrology, I'm a Virgo, so I'm an earth sign. But I have 4 major placements in Cancer. And Cancer is a water sign, for those of us who don't know. And I think that astrology, whether or not you think it's real, is a very, very fun place for you to explore yourself. It kind of gives you a framework to be able to dive in and be like, how real is this? Does this feel relevant? How can I think about myself differently? And so recently, I've really, really been thinking about myself in a watery sense, and I've been trying to dive in more to that, to kind of like the abyss of unknown summer territory, and allow that to kind of take me away. So, water.
I'm a Leo, but I do love water.
You're such a Leo.
But I do love water. I love being in
water.
Does it matter if any of it's actually real? Like, I've had this conversation recently with some people about God. I think it's a similar thing, and they're always like, does he exist? Does he not exist? I'm like, does in the end, does it actually matter if he exists or not? It's just a matter of what you could figure out for yourself by believing in something. So I think it's similar. Like, you know, I don't really know much about astrology, except my wife tells me all the time. But, you know, in the sense of like, I never like cared if it was real or not. It was an insight. You learned something, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how I kind of look at it. Is you can get, it's like the tarot.
Right.
The tarot is a magnificent tool. Regardless of whether or not you think it has any spiritual power to it, most of the time, I do not believe that it has any spiritual power to it. But because each of the cards has a recognition of like an archetypal reality that is inherently a part of every single one of us, no matter what you pull, it's going to be a way for you to look at the puzzle of yourself from a different angle and gain some insight from the perspective of that archetype. It's great therapy. Excellent therapy.
I mean, yeah, I love it. I learned about tarot cards from actually one of my favorite movies. The Wizard of Oz, because I think The Wizard of Oz is like this fascinating story of like what reality is versus what not reality is, but what you can learn from it. It's sort of like this mystical. A lot of your art actually reminds me a lot of that sort of same feeling. But yeah, I always felt that the conversations are really about what you can learn from it and not about, is this even real? It doesn't matter. So, all right, we have another question in the back.
Yeah, you mentioned like doing like shoots as like rituals. I was wondering if are you into this director Nicholas Roeg at all? Who I know like also like did that like a lot of films. Eureka, I think he was like a DP on like Lawrence of Arabia and stuff.
Oh, I'm not familiar. Give me the name one more time.
Nicholas Roeg.
Nicholas Roeg.
Yeah.
Nicholas Roeg.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
Man Who Fell to Earth.
The Man Who Fell to Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's about Elon Musk, by the way. I'm not kidding.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, watch it now and you'll be like, holy fuck, that's Elon Musk. It's the strangest thing. It was with
Bowie.
David Bowie. Yeah, it's really, like,
Great.
it's kind of weird to watch again. I just watched it again. We'll check out Nicholas Roeg. Anybody else have any more questions? No? All right, well, do you have anything you want to tell us that you're working on, finished with, and, because I think there's a lot of people who are very excited about every time you have something new and exciting, and I know the films are something you're, I don't know if you could talk a lot about, but what do you have on the horizon coming from WAGNER?
Yeah, the pieces at the Rockford Art Museum are a big thing I'm really excited about. And filmmaking in 2025, it's going to be a big one. So I'm really, really excited
Are they
for that.
short films mostly, or?
There's one that I'm finishing now that is a short film. It's 15 minutes long. And then a couple music videos.
Okay.
And then developing some features.
Nice. What kind of music do you like?
I listen to...
Chanting, besides chanting.
Literally, bro, I've been listening to hella chants recently. Like, not even kidding you. Oh God, I wish I had my phone. I've been listening to this really incredible artist nonstop. Is it Hakeem? I'm forgetting the name. No, he's like, he actually just passed away.
Did you put a hex on him, or?
No, I didn't. If I would have put a hex on him for him to live, I could.
Sorry.
Anyways, I have actually been listening to a lot of chants. That's so funny that you say that. And then I listen to a lot of folk music. I like Alice Phoebe Lou, if anybody knows her. And
She's great.
yeah, I love her.
I love folk music. My son's name's Arlo, after Arlo Guthrie.
Really?
Yeah.
You listen to Aurora?
No, actually. Listen, there are some people who I like really fuck with aesthetically. Aurora is one of those people who I'm just like, I love everything you do. I love your energy. I don't like her music.
There you go.
I just don't listen to it.
You heard it here first.
Take it.
Can you tell people where to find you online?
Yes.
Oh yes, you can find me on my website, summergwagner.com, or you can find me at, what is my handle? At summergwagner
On Twitter
Instagram
and Instagram too.
and on Twitter as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Summer, thank you so much. This was lovely. I want to thank again Bob for
Thank you, Bob.
hosting at Station 3. Just to remind you that the party is not over. There's going to be a DJ for another, I believe, like 45 minutes or an hour. There'll be food and drinks. Please reach out to Summer and see how amazing her work is. Speak to her today. Check her out, her stuff online. And listen, you know how much I'm a fan of yours, and I love your work. I just guess I will end with, I think that seeing incredible storytellers have the ability to tell stories in a different medium than just words is a very special moment that we're all living in this digital art world, digital art renaissance. So I, for one, am very excited to see what you're going to do next, because I think this is just the beginning of Summer Wagner and her amazing stories. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.